Boy, this is Olu Fakoladev Idinka Ifa Temple, welcoming you to this new year of 2023. And today we're doing our ITADOGUN. ITADOGUN just happened to fall on the first day of the year. So it's a rather auspicious occasion. So we welcome you. Thank you for joining us. Ashe.
Boye gbogbo awo aboru boye ẹ̀yin babaláwo èèyàn ìbọrù boye oyan.
Mojuba logo, mojuba leda, mojuba loro mare, mojuba bobo rumle, mojuba bobo male, mojuba bobo indele loro mare, mojuba, oshungwele, mojuba gwele, mojuba sagrama, mojuba somo, mojuba glory, mojuba pala koyente, mojuba philip sarwete, mojuba konjobi, mojuba mimi, mojuba shimole, mojuba salam, mojuba musumete, mojuba shubi, mojuba basta, jamanare, mojuba baba, mojuba edge of the easiest people to accept the easiest people to talk to people and struggle to talk to completely ignored. Easiest people to accept the never be found. Easiest people to make sure that we talk to the struggle talk to completely ignored his neighbor or Shana, the person knows something, the person knows one cannot confess him. Strike out one since that fall. Both frogs and some jump was the I can read your phone, two tells us or 30 accepts. Whatever the big red tells us or 30 accepts, or what I tell you, God. Please accept on the freedom. To show gratitude from gratitude, all our gratitude. To display benevolence upon benevolence is the hour of all benevolence. Whoever does not show gratitude for yesterday's benevolence, such a person I'm suited to truty. These will decorate C5 to the 401 Roomland going to Mayo, but Carter Rich Fuji. These will also decorate C5 to Roomland we're going to Mayo, but Carter Rich Fuji. I'm grateful to see my opportunity. I'm grateful for yesterday's favor. I'll see today's opportunity. Ultimately, we're very grateful. Àwa dúpẹ́, àwa bùrẹ́, àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bùrẹ́, àdúpẹ́ àná àwa bùrẹ́ tòlẹ́bù Olódùmarè. Àwa dúpẹ́, àwa bùrẹ́, àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bùrẹ́, àdúpẹ́ àná àwa bùrẹ́ tòlẹ́bù orí ẹ̀mí àwa dúpẹ́. Àwa bùrẹ́, àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bùrẹ́, àdúpẹ́ àná àwa bùrẹ́ tòlẹ́bù ìrúnmọ̀lẹ̀ àwa dúpẹ́, àwa bùrẹ́, àwa dúpẹ́ àwa bùrẹ́, àdúpẹ́ àná àwa bùrẹ́ tòlẹ́bù ẹ̀gún lóríṣà. Olodumare and the divinities, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. We ask that you would forgive us. The roast tutu. Pounded down without soup can be very difficult to consume. These are decorations for tutu. The child of our venerable, he's full of backcarriage, he's bad actor, the preventive information, he's blasphemy. Now comes to this, and we have to get tutu. It comes to beg on behalf of tutu. Father, please, petition of Lucas, salvation. Those who beg on behalf of tutu. Runas one, I say, those who beg on behalf of the tutu. Those who solicit on behalf of the tutu. How many children does he father? He would cast them out. Those who beg on behalf of tutu. Of their life, if we want, we are asking for blessings. Please put off our death, put off sickness, put off cases, controversies, put off fights, litigation, losses, and our advice to us bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, healing, victory, joy, all the good things in life. Before we call out to the Odu Ogdela, Rumla says, time to sleep, I quit it's time to sleep when the dead on another Rumla in the 16th room, where he covered his head with a flowing gown full of lies, he's wearing dress full of breast and keep flowing heavily. The tone that a delicate from his disciple had. A woman cried over the delicate pocket home. They brought 2 rats with money, 2 fish bracelets for me, 2 birds with them flight, 2 goats with big livers. The woman said, that's on this wake him up. I admit my ignorance, she's educated me. What's in that caraba? I had myself in the bosom of the vibe. What's in that caraba? The dog hanging my spirit, these hungry. with all kind of spirits, algorithm, repeatedly to perform rituals because the children, you are the leaders, we are the followers, we are the ones who show the followers wisdom. Orumla told them to get alligator pepper, to get colonna, to get bitter colonna, to get alcohol. There's a couple got the alligator pepper. He got the colonna, got the bitter colonna, he got the alcohol. That is right. It is now that he is fully awake. Orumla, when you are fully awake, please look at me with eyes of compassion. It is with eyes of compassion that the heavenly stars usually look at the stars below. Orumla, when you are fully awake, please look at me with eyes of tell one to secure great wealth. It is such good eyes that the heavenly stars usually look at the stars below. Rumla, when you're fully awake, please look at me with eyes of tell one to secure a good spouse is such that as my spouse should use me as neither. When you're fully awake, please begin to rise until one to bear many children and such that as a child should use me for that for that play. Please follow on us for joining in the midst of all the right night. Or share Torah, Tanya the feet of two with a stripe of the command is not big enough to use this headgear. Had it been enough to use this headgear, I would have taken it home and adorned my head with it. These five decorations to Rula. We're going spiritual missions with Jibline. Come look at this coming. Come also make rich corn or Rula. Respecting the Jibline. I'm sure the rules of the wall. Oh shit, Torah. I kick anybody side. I say sharply against the tree, cast fire for Rumla. When he was TV behind, I share from all of the mind. If you know what is wealthy, you should surely be wealthy. I kick anybody side, and the mouth ones I zip and I share, and the mouth of an animal. If no should have joy, should live joy. I kick anybody side, and the mouth ones I zip and I share, and the mouth of an animal. Joy, see, maybe so shall it be. I shall Orisha, lenu me, I shall Orisha, lenu me. Bobonti mo ba mama wi o irumole oba ife oba wa shurisha lẹ́nu mi bímọ dúró tí mo súre bímọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo súre bímọ kúnlẹ̀ tí mo súre bímọ jọkọ tí mo súre ire tí mo sù orí ti bó orí ẹni làrúre ẹni o orí ẹni làrúre ẹni mojúlọ mi ò fà wá mọ́rí. Orí ẹni làrúre ẹni. Àṣẹ. Gbogbo rẹ̀ Jásù, Ifá ò bá lọ́rùn, àtìbà Jájú, Ifá ò bá lọ́rùn, òṣè àrú ìlà Ifá ti bọ́. Olódùmarè and the divinities, we've prayed, we've given praise, we've given thanks, we've asked for forgiveness, we've asked for the things that we need. Please ward off death. Ward off sickness, ward off cases, controversies, ward off fights, litigation, losses, and our advice, ward off witchcraft and negative energy from us. Bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, longevity, prosperity, victory over adversity, healing, joy, peace of mind, success, and all good things of life. We come propitiating Eshu, Odara, Ilama Pueblo. C'était vraiment, well, allow me to do my pueblo, let me in my pueblo, and I'm a pueblo. Eshu, my pueblo, Eshu, my pueblo. Eshu, please. For our next 5 days, anyway. Take away death, sickness, case. It's up this rogue. So we may reach it over. Rogue Bolo. Rogue Bolo. Ashe. Issue. Take away death. Take away illness. Cases, controversy, what of price. Issue. Our next 5 days. Ashe. Ire Aiku. Aje. Aje Tutu. Ashe. With all the Ajogun. All the errors to us this time. Sure. What the D5 on apples is super verbal. Apples now jointed, making it apple. Sure. Or to they can drink or to they can buy castle for instance. I will drink the liquor of success. If I would come propitiate, if I of the temple. It didn't kai for temple. If I let my bell, sit the bell, let me to my bell, let me my bell, I been down my bell. If I'm a bell, if I'm a bell, if I'm a bell, if I'm. We ask for protection and blessings for all the members of Idinkai. If our temple ward off death, sickness, cases, controversy, what our fights, litigation, losses, and our fights from us bring forth to us all the good things of life. Long life, good spouse, good children, longevity, prosperity, victory over adversity, peace of mind, joy, healing, and all the good things of life. Take away death, take away illness, take away cases and controversy, what our fights, litigation, losses, and our fights from us. If I were next 17 days when you're here. I share be right cool. Share. I share. The issue. So good morning, our boy. Once again, this is Oluwo Fakola Day. Idinkai Fa Temple. So we will be casting our ITADOGUN, and interestingly enough, ITADOGUN just happens to be falling on the first day of the Gregorian New Year. So I would say it's a rather auspicious occasion. So we can, get a lot of stuff done in terms of, checking and foreseeing what kind of things we need to look out for in the coming weeks. And that also can be a good inclination in terms of what will be going on for the new year. One moment. One moment, I'll be right back. I need to get the log to log in this Odoo. So.
Aboru boye gbogbo awo aboru boye ẹ̀yin babaláwo èèyàn ìbọrù boye.
Okay, sorry. So this is our ITADOGUN for January 1, 2023. Okay. Okay, Ifa, we come casting Ifa for our temple, Idinkai Ifa temple for our ITADOGUN. Ifa, please ward off sickness, cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, and our fights from us. Ward off all challenges from Catherine Omo Lucille, Robert Omo Catherine, Taylor Omo Deborah, Zaire Omo Taylor, Zayden Omo Taylor, Robert Omo Catherine, Robin Omo Catherine, Fakola Day Omo Catherine. We ask for healing and blessings for Fantasy Veshamaranga, Mama Shakri, support her, support Denise, Mama Susanna, support Susanna, Mama Maria, support Jax, Mama Denise, support ITADOGUN, support Kia Moyer, support Sandra Moshamila, support Marisha Walker Dean, support and bless Mark Anthony, Mama said, support and be with all of our members. Guide us, direct us, protect us, keep us safe, healthy, keep us whole. Help this new year to smile upon us. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Iwaju Pumbo, Ese Pumbo, Lomoto. If I do not say us when it is no, do not say no when it is yes. Speak very clearly to us. See, Father, Father, if I please ward off all death, sickness, cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, non-fights, must be put to good spouse, good children, healing, victory, peace of mind, success, all good things of life. Take all of our enemies, hedge, scatter them, and confuse our enemies, so that they will not bring us trouble. What is the order? Osagunda, Osagunda, Sa Alashuanda, Ere. Osa Lashuada, Ere. Iraje, something else. Aiku, Bobo Ire, Omon, Ire Aya, Ire of free gifts. Yeah. It's already this side. Barate. Ire Bobo. Ire Bobo. Ebo. Orakulebo. Saleye. Ebo. What is the ebo that will ensure that we all are in Ire and have good things? Is the ebo with one she goat, and red yam and feed oya with another she goat. Oh, no. Oberosu. Yes. Okay. Aboro boy, how's everybody doing today? So we have the Odu Osagunchila, Osagunda, Osa Alashuwada. So this is a very interesting Ifa for all of us. Um, this Odu comes to us in Ire, and the Ire is all Ire. So Ifa foresees all Ire for us at this time. Thank Olodumare. Also, along with this, Ifa says that one of the biggest things is that we really need to work together. This is an Odu that it talks about community coming together. It talks about uh, people coming together to create great things. When I say that, what I'm talking about also is this is an Odu Ifa that talks about the creation narrative, how the universe came into being, how um, the planets were formed, and in this Odu, it talks a lot about hairs coming together, and that creates a beard. Hair coming together on the scalp creates a head full of hair. Fractals coming together, creating community and clusters coming together and creating larger things. Along with that, Ifa also speaks of the the totality of the body. In this Odu, the body parts were fighting for supremacy against the mouth. And what I mean by that in this Odu Ifa is talking about how the whole body ceased to function because the arms, the legs, the eyes, everything was fighting against the mouth. All of them were trying to figure out who was more superior than the mouth. So they devised the plan. The arms said, we're the most important because we get the food. And the leg said, no, we're the most important because we walk to the place where the food is to give it to the mouth. The mouth is not important at all. And the mouth was silent. And the eyes said that they were the most important, and so on and so forth, until they all decided to say, you know what, we're just going to be on strike. We're not going to give the mouth anything. We're not going to feed the body. And when they decided that, shortly thereafter, the body started getting slow, sluggish, sick, and all of the body parts began to figure out, like, man, we need to cast Ifa. They went to cast Ifa, and Ifa basically said that they needed to work together. They also needed to feed the mouth. What this Odu is saying, on one level, that many of the ailments that we may be suffering from at the moment, illness, if there's any sort of illness, if there's any sort of challenges at this time, Ifa is saying that we need to eat, and we need to eat the right foods. We need to eat nutritiously. That is the thing that's going to fortify us. That's the thing that's gonna help us to be healthy. Ifa also says that if we don't eat, if we're not eating, lack of eating is something that will create a situation where we will definitely be sick. Eating eating bad food will create a situation where illness will be able to thrive in the body. So these are major points. Ifa also says on this Odu that in terms of husband and wife relationships, and also particularly the women, at this time, the many of the women in the temple, their spiritual energy is very, 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 very high. They're and when I say that, what I'm also saying is that it this their energy is extremely high, and it's very temperamental. And what I mean by that is, I would like to ask the women, please be patient with us as men, and be patient with one another. This is the Odu where Oya Yansa married the hunter. And in this situation, what had happened is he was off in the forest, and he saw this woman who could turn into a buffalo, and she took off her her skin and hung it, and then the buffalo became a woman. She bathed, and the hunter devised a plan. He's like, man, I'm gonna take this buffalo skin, and he took it, and then as a result struck up a relationship between uh, himself and Oya. They married, and they were able to have children. Up to this point, Oya was not able to have any children, so she had children. That's the name Iyansa, mother of nine. So she was able to have children, but she told the hunter, uh, please do not reveal my secret. Do not tell people that I can also turn, I shapeshift. I turn into a buffalo. And she basically was telling the hunter, in order for our relationship to work, I don't need you to be telling my secrets. The hunter had other wives, and he had brother-in-laws and all these things. And one day the hunter got really, really, really drunk. And as he was drinking, he started to tell the story about how he met his wife. And he said this, and then all the other folks began to ridicule Oya. They're like, "Oh, you ain't nothing. You are really an animal. You're this. You're a buffalo woman," and so on and so forth. And she went into a rage and killed many of the family members. And at the very end, she spared the life of the hunter, but she left for him forever. What Ifa is saying here is that one, um, we do not need to drink excessively. What I mean by that is like drinking to the point of intoxication, particularly men, because what can also occur is being very, very, very loose with the tongue, saying too much, uh, and also revealing secrets. Ifa says, please do not do that. Also, Ifa is saying here that many of the women can get to a space where they are, the anger can be so heightened that it can become destructive. Ifa also says, please do not, and don't engage in divorce. Don't separate. Do your very best to work through any kind of relationship issues, relationship arguments, any sort of challenges. All right. Ifa says that one, in terms of many of our relationships, what we need to be doing is sit down with our partners and have a discussion in terms of what are the rights, rules, and duties. What do we need to? Here's what I do. This is what you do. There's a need for us to define roles, like what one partner does, okay, and what the other does. And it's good, it's okay if the rules and the roles are different, but the key is trying to balance out the rules and the roles so that no one feels that they are being depleted. Ifa also says that it's very, very important to eat because other issues can arise. When I say eating, um, many of us can get extremely angry if we don't eat. So this is not the time to do a fast. It's not the time to, like, when I say fast, depriving yourself of food and or nutrients. This is the time to be eating regularly. Okay. Um, these are some major things that we need to be about, and also get together and discuss likes, dislikes, communication, and all of those things. With doing that, things can be very, very good. But what Ifa is saying is that we need to sit down and have conversations with not only our partner, but our family members, any people that we're relating to. We need to sit and have clear communication, clear conversations, and define these are the things that I need. This is what I need. Everyone needs to get their needs met. And also, as I said before, please do your very best to not be excessively angry. Please, please, please do your very best not to be like losing your temper, um, not to like this is a oh do that. Arguments can occur very, very easily, and as these arguments can are as these arguments occur, what also can happen is one or more party, one or more can say something that they don't really, really mean. And in saying that, what can happen is that can hurt the feelings of the other folks who are involved, either community wise, family wise, whatever. So Ifa is saying be very, very mindful of the things that you say. All right. Um, be very, very mindful of what you're saying. Be very careful of what you say and how you say it. Um, yeah, because you can say things. We can. This is a Odu that people can say things very easily that are kind of hurtful. What I would suggest is in this time period, the best thing is the in terms of taboo. What I would suggest is, oh, another thing, please do not uh, do not go to any sort of impromptu occasion without investigating with the file. Do not like if someone says, "Hey man, let's take a trip down the coast," and they're saying that perhaps hours or a day before. Please be warned, there can be challenges, even danger. So Ifa is saying investigate. And also please do your very best not to find yourself in humongous crowds. Okay. Um, Ifa says, as I said before, please do not engage in excessive alcohol consumption. And what I mean by that is because you need to be mindful of your tongue, miss any sort of misbehavior in that regard. So don't especially during this time, not to be excessive with it. Um, Ifa also says, be very, very careful going into like large groups, large events, like a football game or something like that, because Ifa is saying that there's also challenge that we could, a child can get lost in a situation like that. So if you must go to a place where there's a large crowd of people, be very attentive and keep very good uh, be very mindful of where your children are. Okay. Keep them very, very close. Um, Ifa also says, please do not be rude to elders or anyone who's older than you, because what can happen is that can also bring about challenges, health challenges. Um, Ifa also suggests that we do our best, as I said before, not to be like fasting. To now is not the time to be fasting, because this is also an Odu that you can be hangry. So imagine, imagine the concept of being hangry. With this, Ifa is asking us to feed Oya. So we definitely, definitely need to feed Oya so that Oya will be able to work with us and also calm down situations of anger and temperament, particularly amongst um, women, uh, because they, the slightest thing can be a factor that sets things off. So we want to avoid that situation. So let's offer the tabo issue. Okay. Bullshit. If I become propitiating, you become offering this itabo issue. Second. Please. Oh. Okay. If I would come offering Tabo and Shu for all the members of Indian Kind Fighting for what off sickness, what off cases, controversy, what off fights, litigation, losses, and our advice, what off witchcraft, and negative forces from us. I should. Hey, Joe Bear. Aroma says it's castle of our life, it is castle of our life. It is castle of our life, it is castle of our life. We're going to go gather his truth in our sight. We're going to go gather his truth in his life. Why did you buy this ear? Aroma says that it is ear that wards off death, wards off sickness, cases, controversies, ward off fights, litigation, losses, and our fights. Ward off all evil things from us at this time. Guide us, direct us, protect us, keep us safe, healthy, and keep us whole. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Osala Shuada, Osala Shuada. Alam Polo, Awov, Enu the mouth, Kasifa for Enu the mouth, when the rest of the body were fighting for supremacy in Ile Fair. Enu said that if they could offer a bowl with 20 yams, 30 water yams, and 50 micro yams, we, the body, shall have comfort and return to sound health. Travelers to Ipoh and Ofa town. Join us in the midst of all Iraq. Sharifa, we come offering Tabo Eshu, and we're also offering a bowl. We'll offer a bowl with one she goat, also red yam, and also feed Oya with one she goat. Ashe. If I'm Monica Bofin, for Monica Bodai, for Monica Bolato Fidjibe, woman on Logi Fire, Ashe share. If we ask that you ward off all death, sickness, cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, non-fights from other members of Idinka. If our temple, we pay for death, so death won't affect us. Pay for sickness, so sickness won't tie us down. Pay for losses, so they're not affect us. Pay for fights, so they're not affect us. Pay for witchcraft, not affect us. Pay for danger, so it will not affect us. Pay to have long life. Paid for a good spouse. Paid for good children. Paid for peace of mind. Paid for joy. We paid for success. We paid for healing. Paid for safety. Paid for all area of life. From support us, Lord Divine. Guru Wede. Diva for no room. Apples now join with it. You can get a bowl. Share. Tuesday can drink or Tuesday can buy. Classify for anything. I will drink to liquor success. Sure. Okay. All right, Abora Boy folks. Thank you all for joining us. So we'll be offering the abo as soon as possible. So my thought is, so today is Sunday. We should be offering abo by the next Oshefa, which should be probably by Wednesday, Thursday. So we should be offering abo by then. In terms of that, if you would like to contribute, there are ways that you can contribute on the banner here below. You can go to the website. That's the best way. Yeah, and also a couple of announcements. So today at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll be doing our Ile Jubar temple service. So if you are interested, please join us at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's what we'll be doing. Also, we will be doing that today, and as I said before, we'll be offering Ebo. We have various events that come up. So if you're interested, we had one this past Friday called Conversations with Ifa. We'll have another perhaps this coming Friday. So just stay tuned. We have a lot of things in store. If you're interested, please join. And we look forward to seeing you a little later today, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 10 a.m. Central Time. All right, thank you so much for joining us, Abora Boy, and feel free to participate in ITADOGUN.